The year is 2007, and young Reed expresses his ambition to his class on career day. He wants to be the first person in history to teleport. With his high IQ, he has been working on building a teleporter in his garage. The teacher dismisses his idea as unrealistic, and Reed goes back to doodling equations. Ben, curious about Reed's project, discovers him searching for a power converter at his family's salvage shop. Reed promises to show Ben the teleportation machine if he helps him. They successfully activate the machine, making a toy car disappear and leaving only rocks behind. 7 years later, Reed and Ben present an upgraded version of the teleportation machine at a science fair. They demonstrate its ability to teleport and bring back objects, but the teachers mistake it for magic and disqualify them. Dr. Storm and his daughter Sue, who work for the Baxter Foundation, are intrigued by Reed's invention. They reveal that their institution has been attempting to send objects to other dimensions but have been unable to bring them back, unlike Reed. Sue shows Reed sand from the other dimension, proving that his machine is indeed accessing other realms. Impressed, Storm offers Reed a scholarship at the Baxter Foundation. Reed moves to the foundation with Ben's support and explores the impressive facilities. He awkwardly interacts with Sue and is introduced to Victor Von Doom, a former government scientist. Storm tries to recruit Victor back to the team. Reed and Sue work together, discovering that Reed's machine was creating a tear in space-time, risking the creation of a black hole. Meanwhile, Johnny, Storm's rebellious son, joins the team after an accident during an illegal car race. The team builds a larger version of the machine, now called the Quantum Gate, with plans to explore a new world. During a test, Reed, Ben, Johnny, and Victor venture into the other dimension. They discover a strange energy source but are forced to retreat when Victor is exposed to the energy and seemingly killed. The others return to their pods, but the re-entry fails, causing Johnny to catch fire and Ben to be crushed. The machine explodes upon their return, leaving Reed unconscious and stretched, Sue shifting visibility, and Johnny engulfed in flames. The government captures them and subjects them to experiments. A year later, Ben, Johnny, and Sue have gained control over their abilities and are being used as assets by the government. Reed has escaped and is on the run. The government plans to use their powers for military purposes and proposes another Quantum Gate project. Storm convinces Sue to help him find Reed for a possible cure. Sue tracks Reed's activities online and discovers his whereabouts. Reed, hiding his identity, collects scrap metals to build a new gate. Area 57 sends a team to capture Reed, but he eludes them using his powers. Reed explains his intentions to Ben, who has been manipulated into believing that Reed abandoned them. Meanwhile, Johnny and Sue debate their roles and responsibilities. Alan, an agent from the Pentagon, presents the Quantum Gate to the military, and they agree to support the project, using Ben and Johnny in the field. Storm realizes the government's intentions and urges Sue to find Reed. Sue tracks Reed's movements and alerts Area 57, but Reed's security system is triggered. He escapes into the woods, where he encounters soldiers who he easily defeats. Ben is released to capture Reed but hears his explanations and decides to help him. Reed escapes alone while Ben returns to captivity. Meanwhile, on Planet Zero, the team discovers Victor alive and bring him back to Earth. Victor proves to be dangerous and kills Storm. Sue, Johnny, Reed, and Ben confront him, but Victor overpowers them. Sue creates a force field to protect the Quantum Gate from falling debris, while Johnny and Ben team up to fight Victor. but they are unable to defeat him. Reed comes up with a plan to use their combined powers to stop Victor. They manage to weaken him, and Sue redirects a massive energy blast back at Victor, seemingly disintegrating him. With Victor defeated, the team regroups and decides to use the quantum gate to return to Planet Zero and rebuild it. They believe that the energy from that world can help them cure their powers and save Ben. The team, now known as the Fantastic Four, modifies the quantum gate and travels back to Planet Zero. On Planet Zero, they find a desolate and dangerous environment. Reed, Sue, and Johnny search for a way to stabilize the planet while Ben stays behind to guard the quantum gate. They encounter creatures and face various challenges but manage to stabilize the planet's core. However, Victor reappears, transformed and consumed by the planet's energy. He absorbs Sue and Johnny's powers, leaving them weakened. Reed, using his stretching abilities, fights Victor while Sue and Johnny recover. With the help of Ben, who has transformed into a rock-like creature, they defeat Victor and manage to escape back to Earth through the quantum gate. They close the portal behind them, preventing any further threat from Planet Zero. Back on Earth, the Fantastic Four is hailed as heroes. They are offered a facility where they can continue their research and develop their powers. Reed realizes that their powers can be used for good and decides to embrace their roles as superheroes. The team adopts their iconic superhero names: Mr. Fantastic, Reed, Invisible Woman, Sue, Human Torch, Johnny, and the Thing, Ben. The movie ends with the Fantastic Four embarking on a new mission, ready to protect the world from threats and use their powers for the greater good. Please note that this summary is based on the 2015 film Fantastic Four directed by Josh Trank.